Welcome to today's episode of Angie BEE Presents. Today we're visiting our surgical weight loss support group where we learn to share with people who've already had surgery or contemplating surgery. Now this was me when I was 5 years old. I was born in 1965, but by 2010 I looked like this. I was trying to do the work of God, interviewing people and bringing business owners and ministry leaders. But obesity is a medical condition that leads to health problems and sometimes death. And the medical issues that I lived with were insurmountable. I struggled to live with type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, sleep apnea, nerve pain, poor circulation, an overactive bladder, and so much more. And my body was just not a temple of the Lord. So, our Father God blessed me, and in 2011, I was honored to have gastric bypass surgery. And over the years, I've been able to continue what God has asked me to do. I've interviewed recording artists. I've made special radio and TV shows. We've visited juvenile detention centers. The tour continued to grow. We've made nightclub appearances and radio station appearances. And now we're doing book signings, testimonial workshops with the moms in ministry and the dads on duty. And it all stemmed back to 2011 when I said, God, what shall you have us to do? Now the weight is coming off and we're running full speed. We've started this 200-pound weight loss journey and we're almost there. I've gone from 387 to 197. And now we invite you to join us at the Salvation Army every Thursday from 5:30 to 7 p.m. along with a couple of my surgical weight loss support buddies. When you come to support group, we're able to share and listen and learn from each other. It's just a wonderful time of fellowship. If you're thinking about surgical weight loss or you've already had it, come join us Thursdays from 5:30 to 7 p.m. in the classroom at the Salvation Army Daytona Beach, 1555 LPGA Blvd. We are able to share health tips with one another. We swap clothing as we lose weight. We walk and talk and share together. There are special presenters and lots of prayers. You'll be so happy that you were here. Now, we want you to sit back and enjoy today's episode of Angie BEE Presents, where we get a chance to talk to a business owner, a ministry leader, or just somebody that makes me smile. Special shout out to Marketing and PR Director of the Salvation Army, Kimberly Long, and the Majors, Major Stan. Thank you for allowing us to bring this episode to you. Hey there, family, it's your girl Angie BEE, your round, yellow, busy little bumblebee for Christ. And we're here today at the Surgical Weight Loss Support Group, and we're here with Heidi Fleming. And you're probably looking at Heidi like, she don't need no weight loss support. She is just a perfect size 2. She really is, and just a doll baby, and just she loves the Lord, and she's a good friend to have. But I found Heidi on Facebook.
We did.
Yeah, we found each other on Facebook. And she had a product that I thought would be beneficial for the surgical weight loss folks that come here. Because, you know, a lot of us, when we decide we're going to have weight loss, there's always something. Either we got to get our insurance ready, we got to get our money ready. Or our insurance says, well, you got to try to lose 50 pounds before we'll pay. There's always something. So at the Weight Loss Support Group, we try to bring you different alternatives to help get you started. Because the weight loss is a new way of life. It's not, the surgery is not just something that you do and then all this weight falls off. It's the beginning of a process. And Heidi's company introduced us to a wonderful process that, for me, helped increase my energy. And 2, gave me something tasty that I could add to my water, because y'all know I'm not big on straight water, or I'm trying to be. But anyway, I'll talk about you all day, Heidi. Tell everybody your name and the name of your business and how you got started.
Okay. Well, actually, I'm Heidi Fleming, and the company I represent is AdvoCare. And I got started because I was looking for energy. My energy level was really low. I ate healthy. I believed in supplementation, but it wasn't working. So I called my friend who was using AdvoCare, and I said, do you have anything for energy? He told me to try a product called Spark and 2 other products, and I did. My energy level soared. I felt fantastic. But what got my attention, in 3 weeks I lost 4% body fat, and I didn't change my exercise or the way I was eating, so I knew there was something different. I changed all of our supplements over to this product line called AdvoCare, and that's how I got started. So I ended up using these products along with eating. What we teach is everything is food-based, and supplements only do 2 things. They fill nutritional gaps, so if you can't get all your nutrition from food, that's when a supplement would come in handy. Or if you can't get to food, you might have a shake or a bar. But you always want to make sure that you start with food, with healthy whole food. And so that's what I did, and over time, by adding these supplements in, I ended up losing 3 dress sizes. So I was already eating well, but the nutrition just filled those gaps for me. So, but I wasn't looking for weight loss. It started with just energy, but just when you put that good nutrition in your body, God has designed us that when you put the good stuff in, it works.
Right. Now, I appreciated the fact that you introduced me to the product, and it was a lot of information to read about the product. But, I don't really read like I should. I just want to put it together and have it to work the way it's supposed to work. And so I put half a pack in my water and drank it down. And my husband came home and was like, did you take an extra long nap today? I was like, I don't think I took a nap at all. I mean, it was something that I didn't have to think about. It wasn't like I was hyperactive any more so than I am now. It wasn't like I felt overstimulated, like caffeine will have you just, it didn't affect with my elimination or anything. I didn't have diarrhea. It just was, it was like when you don't eat breakfast and then you start eating breakfast, how your day is just, there's extra day. And that's what that was the Spark. That's what the Spark, and it was different flavors too. So that was really good. That was good.
Yeah, it is. It's pharmaceutical grade B vitamin, so it is very productive energy. It's not a jittery energy.
That's what I'm trying to describe.
Very productive.
Now, you came to be a part of the tour, and now you travel with the tour that Angie BEE Presents as a regular vendor. And when we started our very first career workshop, you got a chance to speak. And on the show, we'll show you excerpts of what Heidi talked about. But tell me a little bit about the foundation of the company. Because you said the company founders and the background was very impressive to you. So tell us about that.
Absolutely. So we're based out of Plano, Texas. We only sell in the United States. And our founder, Charlie Regis, when he looked at formulating AdvoCare, he found the name, and it stands for Advocates Who Care. And that's what we do, is we care about providing solutions to America. The first thing he did was he sat down and he wrote out guiding principles. How do we want to guide this company? And the first guiding principle is to honor God through faith, family, and friends. The second one is to respect and strengthen the family, because we want to help the moms and dads to have the energy to be able to spend time together, to restore the families. When they feel good and they've got the energy and they don't come home from work and they lay on the couch, they're actually spending time together and having valuable time. So that's the foundation of AdvoCare.
And I thought that was a perfect reason for you to be a part of the tour workshops, because we have the moms in ministry, we put the dads in their cave, in the man cave, and they have the dads on duty. But that's the foundation. Even in the church, if we can keep moms and dads together, we're raising stronger kids and families. And as soon as you described that to me, I was like, oh, she'd be perfect, to come and hang out with us. Not just because we all need more energy, or because we need to lose some dress sizes, but I love the foundations of AdvoCare. That is great. Now, how long have you been with the company?
I started taking the products 4 years ago, and I love the products so much that I started the business 3.5 years ago. So now, that's my business, is I share AdvoCare with other people.
That is cool. That is cool. Now, I know that there were powdered products that I put in a drink. Is that the entire product line, or?
No, we have about 80 products. So we have everything from weight management, and when I say weight management, some people want to lose body fat, some people want to gain weight, some people want to build muscle, so we can help in any of those. Certainly with the energy. Overall wellness, people want to have their foundation of health, so that's a good multivitamin, a healthy fat oil, omega-3, probiotic, that good foundation of health. We have products for that as well. We have a skincare line, and we also have Performance Elite, which would be proteins or performance products for after working out or during working out.
Okay.
So we've got lots of different. Now our most popular program is called the 24-Day Challenge.
Oh.
And that is a program which really resets the metabolism. And we start with a cleanse. So we cleanse out toxins and impurities. And then we put the good bacteria back in, which is called a probiotic. So we want to rebalance the digestive system.
Cool.
So when people are eating those healthy foods, they're actually absorbing the nutrition. And when the body absorbs nutrition, it says, oh, I'm being fed, I'm going to release body fat. So we've got to make sure that they're eating healthy food and enough calories so that the body knows what to do. And then the second phase of it is we have a strip pack of the vitamins, a shake, and then also the Spark Energy drink. So it's a program that's coached based on food. We have a meal plan teaching people to eat every 3 hours. We want to fuel that metabolism. Talk about drinking water. Hydration is huge. And just health, basic health. And then we also talk about sleep. That it's really important to get a good night's sleep because that's when our body repairs. So the 24-Day Challenge is a full program that we can help people restart their metabolism.
Cool. You send so much for people that want to add the protein and the sleep repair and all of that. You just wouldn't expect that one company could offer so much, even with the skincare. So that's exciting to know that you can get a lot of information in one place. I know that the first time we met, you came to one of the support groups, and it was beautiful because we got a chance to talk. Now, most times, after you meet somebody and you're talking about eating, somebody, will ask you, what kind of foods do you like? And Heidi asked me, how often do I eat in a day, And I remember thinking, well, I hate to admit, but I got to eat about 5 small meals a day. And she was like, well, that's good, because that's what they teach you with surgical weight loss support. And even with any kind of nutritional plan, you've got to put the gas back in the car. You've got to restore your body. You can't skip a breakfast and veg out on lunch and do a big dinner and go to bed. I mean, and then we wonder why we're around like we are. But I appreciated the fact that you were my advocate. You were teaching me from the beginning. That's good that you're eating 5 meals a day. How much are you drinking? How much water are you getting? And I think I frowned. I gotta do more water. But what other types of things do you do to be an advocate for a person? I know you're talking about how often to eat, but how else are you able to work with people or teach people or lead your clients?
So are you referring to, in addition to food, talk about what we teach with water? Or,
yeah.
Okay, yeah. So our guidelines with water is we want to feed the body we want and hydrate the body we have.
Oh.
So with water, we want somebody's weight divided by 2, and that's how many ounces of water per day we want them to start drinking. Now, if it's really hot outside, we're going to add 20%, or if it's a really hard workout, you're going to add 20%. But if we can get somebody drinking half of their body weight in ounces of water per day, that's a good start. Now, if somebody's not drinking that much today, don't start drinking that much tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Gradually, over time, just build it up.
Yeah. Gradually. Okay, I'm calculating half of what I weigh in my body.
And water is going to be just water if you mix it with Spark. that's fine. You also have a little bit of water in food, some of the lettuces, you know, you'll get some water through that. But yeah, so all that will count as your water allotment. So you can flavor it, you know, if that's going to help get it down.
I remember when my sister was pregnant with my first niece, she knew she was thirsty but didn't really want to do the water, but then she started craving watermelon. And so she said, you know, she just, with every grocery store she went by, and she said, I guess your body will tell you what you need and what you want. You just got to kind of feed it or feed into it. So that is really good to know. That is good. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back because I'm pretty sure we got more questions for you. And I want to learn more about you and your family. So we'll be back in just a few minutes with Heidi Fleming.
When the storms of life are raging, sometimes we have to be broken down so that we can be rebuilt into what we're actually meant to be. When the struggle to climb becomes just too heavy, and when God's voice becomes silent in your ear, just hold on because a queen is about to emerge. The new book by the Queen Bee is entitled Last Week I Wanted to Die, published by True Soul Publishing, an umbrella for survivors. The revealing story of suicide, pain, and depression. The Queen Bee, Angie BEE, has emerged as a business owner, ministry leader, and a faithful child of God. This story is just the beginning. Last Week I Wanted to Die, on sale now at thequeenbee.com.
Thanks for coming back, everybody. We are at the Salvation Army, 1555 LPGA Boulevard in Daytona Beach, Florida. Got to give a shout out to the Majors, Major Stan and Deborah, and our blessed friend Kimberly Long, marketing and PR here. They allow us to come in every Thursday from 5:30 to 7 to lead a surgical weight loss support group. And this support group is I'm not going to say it's different, but it's what God told us it's going to be. We bring in business owners, ministry leaders, members of the medical profession that talk to folks about not just losing weight to become a skinny mini, but to lose weight to be healthy, and what kind of supplements they need, what kind of options there are out there. And tonight Heidi stopped by to talk to us about AdvoCare, but I always like to get into the ministry aspect of it too, because when Heidi and I first met, one of the first things she talked about was the love she has for her husband, how long they've been married, a marriage counseling class that they went to, which was really cool. And you know how sometimes we are when we run our mouth too much. I'm like, oh God, Heidi, how many kids you got? She's like, oh, we don't have any. We just live our lives and love the Lord together. I'm like, cool. So Heidi, what's your husband's name? How long have you been married?
My husband's name is Dennis, and we have been married for 34 years. In August it'll be 35.
Thank you, Jesus. Who has done anything for more than 30 years? That's my thing. That is so cool.
Yeah.
So cool. And you were talking about how the two of you participated in a marriage class?
We did, yeah. It's called Marriage Oneness.
Okay.
And it's very interesting because after 34 years of marriage, we take our first marriage class. This is very interesting. But it was fascinating because God wants us to be in a marriage that continues over the years to go deeper and deeper into love. And that's what we learned in this, I think it was about an 8-week course. We talked about everything. We did an online profile, so he answered his questions, I answered my questions, and then they put them together. And we could see areas that we could improve on. And it might be finances, it might be responsibilities around the home.
Wow.
I mean, it talked about everything. And then during the class, you dialogued. It was a video program, so it was fascinating.
Cool, cool. And you gave me the contact information for that program. So after my pastor gets married, Dr. Belinda McAfee is married to Apostle Frank Watkins. Once they get married, I would like to talk to them about bringing that program to our churches. Let me see. Our church here in Daytona is Fellowship Church of Praise of Volusia County, and Apostle Watkins' church is Restoration Fellowship in St. Petersburg. No, St. Augustine. So I'd love to bring, that workshop because I figure there are a lot of newlyweds that probably need that. Mm-hmm. And if you appreciated it after 30 plus years of marriage, I figure that's a good thing. That's a good thing. That's good. How does your husband work with you on AdvoCare? Mm-hmm. How is he supportive of the product? Does he use it?
Oh, absolutely. He uses the product. He loves the product. And then he also shares with people that he knows. So his background is he was a strategic planner. He was a vice president for a large company. And he would go into healthcare systems and help the systems with their strategic plan. For over 10 or 15 years, he would help medical centers vision out into the future of what they needed to do.
Wow.
That's what he did. So he is really gifted at that. Mm-hmm. So that's the part of the business that he does for us, for he and myself, yeah.
Wow, that's cool. Well, we haven't met him on the tour stop yet, so I hope he gets to come out, because with the tour, we come in with the Holy Hip Hop concerts, everybody knows that. And that's generally on a Friday night. On Saturday, we break off into our workshops. We got the moms in ministry in one room. We got the dads on duty over in their man cave. The women aren't even allowed to go in the man cave. We have the new career workshop that you were a part of when we launched it in October at the Salvation Army. And the new workshop that we're introducing in 2015 is God, Me, and You. And it will be a workshop for married couples that can come together to share the testimony about how God brought them together. She wasn't his type, he wasn't doing what she wanted, but how did God bring them together, and now they're walking in ministry together. They're doing business together. They're starting ministries together. How did God put them together? And I want you and Dennis to come and talk about AdvoCare and how you're able to do these things together. I've already put my pastor on alert that I want her and Apostle Frank to come. And this is the type of workshop that's supposed to encourage those that are struggling in marriage, those that are new in marriage. We've got a lot of young people that feel like marriage isn't for them. They just gonna live together. And how do you transition from one to the other? So I hope that you can join us for that. We just gonna have to keep you all weekend. You'll be in the career workshop, and you leave out there and go over it with God, Me, and You, and the couples and things like that. But I want to get back to the products and which of your products can help people that may be looking for some weight loss options leading up to surgical weight loss. What have you got?
Okay, so I would say look at the 24-day challenge. That is the program. And like I said, that would jumpstart the metabolism, and we can start getting the weight off of them that way. And that's a full program. Now, if it's we're looking at that program itself is about $8 a day. So it's very affordable. But if somebody wants less than that, like maybe they want to just start with the cleanse and the eating plan and see if we can get the weight off that way. So there's lots of different options for them, how to get them started.
And then after I like the 24 days, because I know when I had gastric bypass, Keith Kim over at Florida Hospital Celebration Health did my surgery, and they have certain requirements, but we had to go on a liquid diet for 2 weeks before we had surgery. And now I don't think it was as much liquid protein diet, really. It wasn't as much the liquid that got us excited about anything. It was the getting your body ready for a change. So when you talk about the 24 days, I think that's your body getting ready for a change, to adjust to something else. So what happens after the 24 days? Do you repeat it?
Exactly. That's great.
Yeah.
Just like you said, with before your surgery, you're prepping yourself. You've made a decision that this is a lifestyle change.
Yes.
This is what you want to go through life with now, continuing to improve your health, your body. So on day 25, what we do is stay on the same phase as days 11 through 24. So we eat every 3 hours, we drink our water, we sleep, and then we have the supplements to fill those nutritional gaps.
Cool.
And then every 90 days we do a cleanse.
Cool.
And that's how we just continue to maintain it. So what people will do is if there's body fat to lose, the body fat will start burning off, and then once they hit their goal weight, then they can decide if they want to stay on products. Most people will stay on the vitamins, the probiotics, the foundation, and then stay on the eating plan, and then they maintain it.
I'm excited about that. And then you talked about another product that I think would be helpful to our surgical weight loss folks, because a lot of us suffer from extremely dry skin after we've had weight loss surgery. One, we're not getting in enough water.
Right.
And two, we're not getting in enough of our nutrients. So we got the dry skin. I know for me, I had uncontrolled type 2 diabetes, so I already felt like an alligator, you know, and just would slather with Vaseline out the jar and still be dry halfway through the day. So when you talked about your skincare products, I think if some of us are going through severe dry skin, a skincare line would be great, because some of those cleansing gels don't just work for dry skin. So tell us about the skincare line that you have, because your skin looks good. Can I touch it? Can I feel it? It's just glowing. I'm sorry, y'all.
So the skincare line is supplement your skin.
Oh.
And it does the same thing. The AdvoCare products are the highest quality ingredients in the highest active amounts. That's what we put inside of our body.
Okay.
What we put outside of our body on supplement our skin, it is the same. It is the highest quality ingredients. So we have a cleanser that is wonderful. It has a very fine exfoliant.
Oh,
It has
already
a
built in.
serum.
Oh,
There's
okay.
a serum that you put on. There's a day cream, a night cream.
Oh.
So it's a full program.
Okay.
Yeah, it is fantastic.
That makes a difference, taking care of your body from the inside out.
Yeah.
That is wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you, honey. Now I want you to tell everybody how they can get in touch with you and find out more about the product, because they don't have to be here in Daytona just to get the products from you, do they?
No, they can call me or find me online. So my cell phone number is 386-453-6809. And my website is advofl.com, and that's www.advofl.com.
Thank you, Heidi.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you. I
Thank you.
really, really do. Oh, Lord, God is so good. And if it is the Lord's will, we'll see you on the next day, and the day after that, and the day after that, family. Just take good care of yourself. Your body is the temple of the Lord. Take care of yourself.